Erica, thank you. All right, let's take a live look outside right now at Tacoma. It is windy there with gusts getting up to 40 miles per hour, we're told in some places.
Yeah.
Let's get to meteorologist Adam Claybon for our first alert weather forecast.
Yeah, so today is a first alert weather day, and we do expect some impacts when it comes to travel and even to everyday life, as some spotty power outages have already shown up. Expected to see probably a few more as we go into the night, as stronger winds start to come in for a very localized area that we're going to go over here in a second. Plus, we're still going to keep some of that heavy rain around. We'll keep this in place until 11 p.m. tonight. Then things should start to improve, especially once the rain starts to head on out of here. But you can see the rain has just been coming down the entire time here in Wishkah. Really drenched and wet scene there. And you can see off towards the west is where we've been noticing some of those really high amounts, 2 to 3 inches of rain just for today. And that's on top of the 1 to 2 inches that we saw yesterday. Up around Bellingham, too, higher amounts there, between 1 to 2 inches across Whatcom and Skagit counties. And then we had that rain shadow effect that really held strong over the Kitsap Peninsula, King County, and southern parts of Snohomish County, northern Pierce County. Now Tacoma, we're starting to see that inch a little farther north. That's why our amounts now are back up to around 3/4 of an inch. But this moisture is still coming off of this atmospheric river that's directed at us, but it's starting to sink southward now. And as that happens here throughout the night, expect things to begin to dry out at least a little bit, and we'll see more off and on showers as opposed to a lot of the steady rain. Flood watch, it remains in effect until 5 p.m. So once the rain gets out, yeah, it's later tonight, but we still have a lot of rain and water that's going to be draining down from some of the higher elevations. Now, some of the particulars you can see right here, a lot of those light green shaded areas, those are each individual rivers that are currently under flood warning, including the Skokomish River, where we have moderate flooding, Skykomish River near Gold Bar, and the Puyallup River near Ording right now. And then you go south and we get really here into the crux of the matter when it comes to the wind, and it looks like a lot of the Kitsap Peninsula, Puget Sound, even going down I-5, we're going to see those wind gusts closer to about 40-45 miles per hour. That's your wind advisory until 11 p.m. tonight. And then the localized area I was telling you about right here. This is where we're going to see a high wind warning start to pick up later tonight at 8 p.m. and last until 2 a.m. So it's not a long event, but it's going to be for a brief period that we have some really strong winds that come through the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Could put those gusts upwards to about 55 to 60 miles per hour. Probably a prime spot if we are going to see additional power outages. It's going to be up that way. High wind warnings also farther south too, here closer to the Willapa Hills, where we're expecting wind gusts around 55 to 65 miles per hour. This won't once we see this start to head out of here. Tomorrow late into the evening and into tomorrow night through Sunday, colder air setting up. We're going to see more snow break out here across the Cascades. Winter weather advisory will start up, and we'll see between 5 to 10 inches just during that point in time. We'll see more as we go on into Sunday night and into more of your Monday. So wind gusts currently they're sitting around 30 to 40 miles per hour here across the Sound. Nothing really too strong yet, but you can see up into these parts right here where we have that high wind warning that's going to take shape here later this evening. We're not dealing with the strongest winds right now, but that will start to pick up because our winds will come more so out of the west. We'll start to get that action around Vancouver Island, around the Olympic Peninsula, and that starts to funnel right there through the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and it really starts to ramp up those winds there across Camino, Whidbey Island, around 45 to 50, maybe even 60 miles per hour with some of those gusts before starting to come down late tomorrow or late tonight into early tomorrow, and we'll still keep breezing conditions around, but gusts more so around 15 to 30 miles per hour. Right now, we're kind of warm in the mid to upper 50s, so relatively warmer in comparison to what we had yesterday. Future radar shows the rain moving out of here by about 11 p.m. Then we go into the day tomorrow. We'll see those areas of sunshine kind of here and there, but mainly cloudy skies up into the mountains. A lot more of that snow beginning to break out, and then things start to quiet on down here as we go on into your late Sunday. Now, we do have more areas of rain and snow that will be possible even for some parts of the lowlands heading into Monday and Tuesday. As of right now, it looks like it is going to be very light moisture, so not a huge impact when it comes to travel. But Skagit and Whatcom counties, you might want to keep an eye out for some of that around your parts. Highs upper 30s, lower 40s into the middle part of next week, starting to warm up a little bit by next Friday.